Hello and welcome to Ideas and Trends. Today we are going to show you more than 100 ideas of paper crafted trees. If you are never tried paper quilling before, then I am very sorry indeed to tell you that you have been missing out on something fantastic, creative, and a whole lot of fun. It's easy to do and makes beautiful decor or gifts. Check out the video and find the idea for your room or your school or your institute or any other crafted area. Check out the steps what I am going to tell you in this video. For this project, you will need scissors, glue stick, pencil, brown marker, orange cardstock, colored paper, pink, purple, yellow, red, green. Step 1. Get your materials. Before you begin your DIY project, always gather all your materials first. Step 2. Measure and cut. Turn your first piece of colored paper portrait-wise on your table top, so its short edges become the top and bottom and its long edges become the right and left side. On the right side along the bottom edge, mark 1 cm away from the bottom right corner, then make a mark 1 cm away from the top left corner. Along the top edge, turn your paper counterclockwise landscape so the long edges are not the top and bottom with the marks you just made at the top. Use your ruler to join the two marks and draw a line between them with your pencil. You have officially mapped out how long and wide your quilling strips will be. Use your scissors to cut along the line you just draw to get your first strip. Repeat the entire process to make more strips, not just in the color paper you started but also in all of your paper colors. Of course, the piece of cardstock you will use as your background. I cut as many strips as I could get out of each page because I wanted to have lots of strips to work with them. I came time for quilling or spraying my strips. I used my green strips to make pinched leaf shapes and the rest of my color to make rounded spirals that looked the flowers blossom. Step 3. Make your leaves. Make your paper quilled leaves. Start with your basic quilling technique. Pick up your first strip, curl one of its end over onto itself further down the strip and start rolling it so the rest of the strip wraps around your original curl and is gathered into a tight spiral as you roll. You will keep your roll right tight until the end, where you will want to leave yourself 2 cm or so excess so that your spiral can loose a little and leave your room to pinch the paper in order to make your leaf shape. Apply glue to the very end of your newly rolled strip with your 2 cm excess safe and curl that over to meet the outer side of the roll, letting the excess create a slightly loop. Take the glue and down on that outer side you will see that you will tight roll loosen a little, but in that excess space you left, creating a slightly more visible spiral. You will see how one side of your now rounded shape is a little looser, with your layers starting to release up into the spot where you left your excess, while the other side always a little more densely spiraled. This looser side is where you will create a little creased pinch in order to make the shape look like a leaf peak at that end in a sort of teardrop shape. Repeat this entire process to create as many leaves as you please or you think you will need. Step number 4. Rinse and repeat. Now you will repeat the rolling process you did above almost identically but with a slightly different finishing step. You will still leave a little bit of excess after rolling and glue it down loosely to let some unrolling and spiraling happen. But this time you will leave your shape rounded instead of pinching it. This will give you cute circular blossoms to make flowers with rather than teardrop leaves. You will control the size of your blossoms by rolling more tightly and leaving less excess for spiraling in order to get denser and therefore smaller flowers, or rolling more loosely and leaving a little more excess in order to get wider, slightly larger flowers. This spiraling action is the basic technique involving in the foundation of paper quilling, which you pinch, vary and arrange the finished circles in that gives you different looks and effects. Quill off all your strips in all of your different colors until you will think you have enough flowers to match up with your leaves and make a tree top out of a moment. Step number 5. Draw the tree. Use your pencil to sketch out the shape of your tree on the cardstock you choose as your background. Draw a trunk, branches and twig. It doesn't have to be detailed. You are going to add the details later using your quilt paper shapes. Once you are happy with your sketch, flesh the drawing out with your brown marker, fill in the trunk and trace over the lines for your branches. You can honestly be as basic or detailed, artistic or simplistic as you want there. It all depends on the finished look you are going to for or your skill level. I kept things pretty easy because kids were following along with my work to make their own and I wanted the project to stay beginner friendly. So this is the last step, that start filling the branches. Use your coil shapes to fill in your tree top. Affix each piece into place where you want it, be applying glue to whichever side of the paper piece looks like the back to you and sticking it down on the cardstock where your branches are. Scatter your flowers and leaves to create whatever look you please. I choose to fill mine in quite a bit, but not so much that you could see the branches, and to scatter the colors for an eclectic look rather than grouping them by kind. Your tree is finished. Whenever you are pleased with how it looks, you could also try making this project with your own colors, flowers, leaves and different types and ways for the fantastic project. I hope you have enjoyed the video and must learn that how you can prepare a tree for your project. Like it, share it and also subscribe my channel. Thank you.